The worst feeling as a beginner is having every resource open and still feeling lost. The tutorial makes sense until you close it, docs make sense until the paragraph gets too dry, AI makes sense until you open your own project and your brain leaves the server. That is when you realize more resources will not save you. You need to know which resource to use at which moment. So my beginner stack is simple. Odin for structure, MDN for the official answer, JavaScript.info for clear JavaScript explanations, YouTube for specific gaps, and AI only after I have made a real attempt. Because the goal is not to collect resources. The goal is to become less helpless when the blank file is staring back. The first resource is the Odin Project. If you're serious about learning web development, this is probably the strongest free resource I've used. But I need to warn you, the Odin Project is not cozy. It gives you a lesson, sends you to the docs, tells you to build something, and then leaves you alone with your thoughts, which is dangerous because no one is watching over you, nor do you have a proper timeline. But that is exactly why Odin works. A lot of tutorials make you feel like you understand programming because someone else is making every decision. You type what they type, your page looks like their page, and for 10 minutes you feel like the GOAT. Then the tutorial ends. You open a blank file, suddenly you do not know where the first line goes. The Odin Project forces you into that uncomfortable space earlier. You have to read, search, get stuck, ask better questions, and actually describe what is wrong. That skill is massive, and I think real programming rarely gives you a guide for your exact problem. It gives you an error message, a documentation page, and the feeling that you're on your own. In addition to that, Odin also has a community of other beginner devs, which helps a lot. Sometimes you don't need a senior engineer to explain your code. You just need another beginner to say, yeah, this part also fucked me up. So please, use Odin as your main path. Do not use it when you want comfort. Use it when you want the foundation. The second resource is MDN. MDN is dry. It reads like an official documentation because it is official documentation. No personality, no hype, just information. That is the point here. MDN is where you go when you need a reliable answer about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or browser APIs. It does not explain things in a fun way. It just tells you how things actually work. Reading it feels slow at first. You have to pay attention and work to find what you need. And that skill is worth building. When the Odin Project sends you to the MDN, stay on the page. Give it 10 minutes before you look somewhere else. And trust me, that habit will serve you well. For JavaScript specifically, use JavaScript.info. This is where I go when I need a clear explanation. And I do not want to ask AI yet. Because AI can make a concept feel clear before your brain can actually use it. You read the answer, not like a genius, then 5 minutes later, your own code looks like dog shit. So this website is different. It explains concepts clearly, but you still have to read, compare examples, and do the mental work for yourself until your project asks you to use them. Now YouTube. YouTube is amazing, but it's also dangerous. One good tutorial can save you. 10 tutorials in a row can trick you into thinking you studied when you actually just watch someone else be productive. So I use YouTube for specific jobs. Bro Code is good for beginner-friendly explanations. If you need a topic explained from the beginning without assumptions about what you already know, Bro Code is a solid first stop. Web Dev Simplified is useful for more specific web development topics. Where Bro Code gives you the foundation, Web Dev Simplified goes into more detail. Fireship is for keeping up with what is happening in the industry. It is not where you go to learn the basics. It is where you go to stay informed about new tools, frameworks, and changes in the field. Philip Choi is more of a motivation resource for me. His story is interesting. He learned programming at around 30, has a family, lives in Korea, and built a strong career from being a software engineer. Sometimes you don't need another tutorial. Sometimes you need proof that a normal adult life and programming can exist in the same timeline. Tiny rule for YouTube: search for the exact thing you're stuck on. Watch one video, then go back to your project. Do not turn one bug into a 3-hour cinema experience. Now, AI. Claude and ChatGPT basically. This one's heavily debated, and I understand why. If you use AI to skip every hard part, you can feel productive while your actual skill is quietly starving in the background. But I still find AI very useful. My rule is simple. First, I try the docs, then I watch an explanation if I need one. If I still do not fully grasp the concept, I ask AI about the specific thing that I'm stuck on. The prompt matters. Do not ask, build me this project. Ask something like, can you explain me what I'm missing and give me one hint? That kind of question keeps the work on your side of the screen. AI becomes a tutor instead of a very confident homework machine. Use AI after the first ugly attempt, not before. Because if you ask too early, AI removes the exact struggle that would have taught you something. So the actual beginner stack for me is simple. Use the Odin Project as your main path. MDN when you need the official answer. JavaScript.info when JavaScript gets foggy. Bro Code and Web Dev Simplified when you need a human explanation. Fireship to stay updated. Philip Choi when motivation is low. AI after you have made a real attempt. The point is not to find the perfect resource. The point is to stop using resources as a hiding place. face, because eventually every beginner like me has to face the blank file. So pick one path, build one small ugly thing, and when you get stuck, learn how to ask a better question. That is the rep, one questionable commit at a time.